Simi Arif joins us in studio.
He knows more than you can imagine.
Is President Barack Obama a Muslim?
Because you know it's going to be a zoo.
It was already a zoo.
Did anything happen while I was gone? Haven't you noticed the whole place is on fire?
Let me tell you why you're here.
But they can only speak in question.
Are there side effects? Or?
Just diarrhea.
My first guess is...
Simi.
Knock, who's there, this guy?
Lesser known somebodies.
Hi, I'm Simi, and I like coffee.
I love this guy right here. Let me give this guy a hug right here.
My mates at Loof Coffee make the best coffee.
My brand, we the best.
And we want you to try it. Head over to their stores in Norwood and Greenside and say Simi sent me and get yourself a free flat white.
Man, I love coffee. Tastes so good, it makes me feel good.
Sorry, no milk alternatives. But hey, at least you can get free coffee. Don't forget the secret phrase, Simi sent me. Enjoy. Welcome to Africa's 8th best podcast. And today I'm finally interviewing a person I've wanted to interview for a while now. His name is Majozi. First name, Michael Majozi. But he couldn't call himself Michael Majozi because it sounded too similar to Matthew Mole. He couldn't have two M&Ms in the same music industry. And he was already getting the credibility of being Black Matthew Mole, which we all know is a lie because I would be Muslim Matthew Mole, which would make me M. And now, so today I have Majozi. The first thing I want to find out is the full name in Nhlanhla Majozi.
Nhlanhla Majozi, that's it.
Bro, I didn't even have to. You know how I found that out?
My Facebook.
Fuck. Fuck, man. You fuck.
Did I get you?
But yeah, you did. But to be honest,
yeah.
You have been an interview that I've been dying to do for lots of years. I think I must have asked you at least 3 years ago.
Yeah, 100%, dude.
Yeah.
I'm glad we're finally here, dude.
So am I. And I remember because we have a mutual friend in common. And I was shocked to find out we had said mutual friend. Bob Perfect.
Ah, what a legend.
Bob gets mentioned on this podcast a lot, and I think Bob is upset with me. I don't know why, but Bob, if you're listening to this, holler at your boy.
We love you.
We love you, Bob.
I always forget Bob's real name.
Darren Scott. Like the racist Darren Scott that got kicked off Supersport.
That's
Darren
not his real name.
That is his real name.
No.
That is his real name.
Isn't it something Afrikaansie?
Nope. It is Darren Scott.
Darren van Niekerk.
Nope. It's Darren Scott.
That's crazy, dude.
It is Darren Scott. Oh, man.
Well,
I would phone him. I would phone him if my Bluetooth was connected to this. And I'd be like, yo, please can you confirm your name? Hold on for 1 second.
Do you think he's going to answer?
I hope he answers. If he doesn't, I'll just keep on phoning, bro, until it happens.
Oh, what's it? No, yeah.
Yeah, it's 8 o'clock, bro. This guy's
respectable time, yeah.
early. He's not eating. Answer, Bob. Answer. I know you're going through.
I think it's going to happen.
Come on, bro.
He's running to his phone now.
If not, I phone him on his cell phone. Maybe don't pick up with the WhatsApps, you know?
Yeah, true. That's true.
Go
Sometimes
good idea.
Reception is bad depending on where you live, with load shedding as well.
Yo, bro. But while we've been recording in this crack den here in Cape Town, right? We haven't had load shedding once. Everybody else goes dark. But this block of flats at the crack den and the magistrate's court, the high court.
Stays on. Yeah,
stays on,
I know,
bro.
I was here.
Stays on. I'm just like, yo.
Oh, what's that noise?
The telephone number you called is not available at the moment.
Hey, not available. He's changed his number, but he still have his real number.
I do, bro. I know this is not his number, bro. I know this is a number. I need to find more about... Okay.
Instagram call him.
I'm going to do it.
Wait, is it Instagram call? Or maybe a Facebook call?
Don't you get your fans phoning you like that?
What? No,
you don't
don't put that out there in the world.
You don't have real fans.
No.
You don't have them goody fans. It'd be like, yo, Michael. You're like, no, it's Nhlanhla, dog. Please.
Just who calls?
Who the fuck is Michael?
Who would call me Michael?
Well, anyway, the whole point of this gag is that Bob Perfect's real name is Darren Scott. And the reason why he uses Bob Perfect is because Darren Scott is a racist. But he's not here to confirm this. I'm going to have to phone him another time and be like, yo, please just tell people that your name is Darren Scott, bro. I think I even have it on my fucking episode when I interviewed him. All right. Okay, cool. Well, we had fun with Bob. Yeah, we had fun with Bob, you know?
Well, dude, I was saying that his rebrand was so genius because, like, obviously I knew him before he changed his name to Bob Perfect on all the socials and that. And I just totally forgotten. Just like Bob Perfect was always out there. And I'm like, wait a minute, Flip, what was his real name?
I only ever knew him as Bob Perfect. And when he told me it was Darren Scott, I literally flipped. I was just like,
crazy.
I was also like, because I was like, Bob Perfect sounds too good to be true.
Yeah.
It's a really, really cool name. It's a really, really cool name.
It's worked for him, man. It's really, really worked for him.
And I feel for Bob. You know, I've got a soft spot for Bob.
Yeah.
I really do. Like, you know, a lot of people may not like Bob.
Yeah.
Me, I've got time, energy.
Yeah.
Bob has given so many stages and so many opportunities to people that really need it. But now this is about you.
Well, yeah, Bob, you're a legend, dude.
Yeah, you're a legend, bro. Thanks, Thanks, Bob. Thank you, Bobby. Okay, so I've got Majozi. I finally have him here. The first time I met Majozi, I actually didn't even meet him. My friend Ryan Hardeth, he used to own a place called Wolves and Good Luck Club.
Yes.
Before he bought it from Desmond and the Tutus guys.
Yes.
Right? And Ryan bought it, and what came with the gig were musical acts, like on a Wednesday. There was a lineup booked for a whole year. For a whole year, a lineup was booked.
Now I understand a little bit better why, because I met him. I think is he the
Indian dude? Always wears a cap, got glasses.
He's in New York now.
No, he wasn't in New York. He does stuff for Trevor Noah here in South Africa.
I thought he was going to New York to do it.
He's always been going, but he's here, right?
He's here. Okay.
Really cool guy.
Yeah,
but,
very cool guy.
So his new venture came with a musical lineup for a whole year.
That explains so much. Because when I met him, I was like, and he said what he did, and I was like, okay.
Nice, I guess.
Yeah, okay. Thanks for having me at your place.
Now, Wolves for music, I hadn't experienced it at the time, but I'll tell you, Wolves for music was fascinating. Really, really, really good for music.
Yeah.
Wolves of comedy was a death trap. Was horrible.
I didn't even know they had comedy, dude.
Yeah, it was done the night after the musicians, hoping people they would see the posters after the music gig. Be like, I'm fucking coming tomorrow, bro. Fucking Loisa Gola's on, bro. My man, let me tell you, I've never met a room so judgmental of hipsters. So, Ryan's place had opened up. It'd been open for like 3 weeks or so. And it was a Wednesday, and I wanted to smoke a hookah pipe at my friend's place that I've been doing for the last 2 weeks already. Mm-hmm. Cool thing about Wolves was, if you got there, you can park in a really cool place. Your car's right outside. You don't have to pay the car guard. You don't have to park down Corlette Drive going towards the Wanderers Stadium, because then you have to walk uphill to the place.
Yep.
All right. Now, I'm about to park in this dope-ass parking in front of Wolves, and there's a lot of people there. And Ryan comes out to me, and he's just like, yo, this parking spot is safe for Majozi. I said, I don't know who the fuck that is. He's like, no, it's the guy that's performing here tonight. I was like, that's a bit rude of him to take up a whole parking space. Can't you park somewhere else? Like, no, it's for his equipment and stuff. I was like, no, I don't know. What does this guy play with? What does he play with? More than a guitar. I mean, have you seen the space of Wolves? It is small.
Yeah.
He's like, no, it's for Majozi. So I go park far away. And I'm in. By the time I get up to Wolves, right, I can't fucking even get inside the place now. Because my man over here has started to fucking play his music. So now I'm outside of this gig looking in the back of a motherfucker's head, you know? But people are losing their fucking shit. And I was like, this guy's music sounds great.
Was this the same one where the electricity went off?
Yes.
Yes, bro, that was amazing.
An amazing gig.
Yeah, dude, a lot. Yes, I was hoping you were going to say that.
And I was like, I had worked in radio then.
Okay.
I really had worked in radio, and that's when we formally had met.
Yes, yeah.
And I remember driving to the gig, the song had come on, but I didn't hear the back announcement of who was the singer. Yeah. And it was, in the fire, when the fires come. I was like, yo, This is the guy from the song, dog. Greg and Lucky just played this song.
Greg and Lucky, I miss him. Sorry.
Rest in peace, Greg and Lucky. You know, I always tell people, if Greg and Lucky waited 4 more months, they'd have their job back because Fresh is out. You know, they would have their job back.
Dude,
I always tell people, bro,
dude,
this close.
Him, dude. So close.
This
dude.
close.
It's a sore spot in my heart.
It's not a sore spot for me. Hey, Greg or Lucky, if you hear this podcast, fuck both of you guys.
Do you know them?
Yeah, I used to work there. Greg, you're always an asshole to me, dog. I know you retweet some of my tweets sometimes, but bro, honest asshole to me. I don't know why. I don't know why I hurt you or who hurt you or if you're offended by me. I'm sorry, dog.
I like you guys.
Michael Majozi also hates you.
Jeez.
So
make me lose sponsorships here or something.
You'll never lose a sponsorship, bro. You've got a good enough accent. You went to Northcliffe High.
How's it, guys?
It's me, Mark.
It's me, Michael.
The second time I met Majozi was Anele had booked a gig with 947, of course, at
The Orbit.
The Orbit.
Yes, dude.
Right? And I was like, I have to see this motherfucker down because this guy not only has a song about fire, he's got another song about you can call me babe and I'll call you darling. That song's a skit. Sang that thing to my girlfriend and she thought it was the cutest fucking thing in the world. I didn't even have to play chords. I just have to tap on wood and I could play the thing. You can call me babe and I'll call you darling. She loved it. I didn't have to play music. Saw this guy got up on stage and wow, he wowed me away. I didn't want to take a photo because you can't be a fan and work in radio because you're meant to know these people. You're meant to frequent with the artists. The third time I saw Majozi was probably my favorite time I saw Majozi. There was a gig in Marks Park or Emmerenshire, one of the 947 things. And Majozi was performing very early on in the day, which means in the music business, Matthew Mole is coming on later. If Majozi's performing at 3, Matthew Mole is on 8. Okay, let me tell you, they don't put them back to back. They don't put them back.
It's normally me at like 10, and then Matt will be on at like 5. Yeah. And then Jeremy Loops will be on at 7.
Yeah, Jeremy Loops. I've got a funny story about Jeremy Loops. I'll get back to him now. I'll get back to him right now. So, I'm in the crowd, of course, because my boy had more than 2 songs. In fact, he had a whole album out over there. And I knew songs I didn't know the song titles. But my man, you play a few chords, my mind is already in the mix. I got the words down. It got to a point where my father had even had a whole conspiracy theory. He didn't believe that you're a real musician. My father has an honest to God theory that you have stolen Paul Simon's works. I don't know what song my dad knows from Paul Simon.
Yeah.
But he's like, this guy, Paul Simon, he stole the music. I was like, can you prove it? He's like, no, I can't. But that Babe and Darling song, when he goes, hum, 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 I was like, Dad, well, we can't say these things. So I'm there in the crowd because my boy's about to perform, but I'm a tall person. I'm a tall guy.
Mm.
And I don't know if you are not confident on stage, or maybe the bass player had given you a look like this gig is not going to go good. There's too many girls in JT tops over here. None of them look like they want to be with any of us. And you saw me, you looked at me, and you said, what up, dude? And I was like, this motherfucker. You guys saw. The guy said, what up, dude, son? You saw. He looked me in the eye, dog. He looked me in the eye and said, what up, dude? Go play the songs. Play the songs. Yeah.
Jeez, what gig was that? I remember, I can't
like
remember.
Like a 947 something in the park.
Something in the park.
You know, they've always got a park thing.
Was it
Park Live?
Park Live.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was probably one of the first Park Lives.
So,
bro,
now,
your memory is too good. I have to say, dude.
Fan, bro.
But also, your memory is too good.
How do you think you become a good comedian, bro? You have to
remembering things for the jokes.
You have to remember these things, bro. So, yeah, those are my stories about Majozi. And you can take it away and introduce yourself now.
Hey, hey, my name is. Can I tell you something interesting about my name?
Please go for it, bro.
So my name Tlantla means lucky, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And my mother always told me Majozi doesn't really have a meaning. It's just like a clan name,
mm-hmm.
clan Zulu name.
Mm-hmm.
But lately now I've been in Cape Town for a few years and I've been taking Ubers. And you know the Uber drivers are from all over, bro. Kenya, Somalia, wherever.
Best conversations.
Yeah, bro. I love their conversations. But a few times, like, I'll get picked up by a Kenyan guy and he'll be like, my brother, your name's Majozi. And I'll be like, yeah, no, my name's, okay. And he'll be like, oh, okay. Do you know what that means? And he'll be like, and I'm like, I don't know. My mom said it didn't mean anything. He's like, in Swahili, it means tears. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, like, tears of joy, you know? He's like, no. Sad tears. And the guy's like, your mom must have been like very upset when she had you or something like that. Or there was sorrow in the household when you were born. So that's why your name's Majozi. And I was like, damn, okay.
Well, they really hurt. They really don't like you from Kenya, bro.
I don't know. So, like,
have you performed in Kenya, though?
No, but sure, Majozi has, and every time she
that was the thing I was about to say. I was like, bruh, your life must suck. Sure, Majozi popped off, right?
Yeah.
I think she used to work at a haberdashery shop in Melville. I'm not even joking. I'm like 90.
Sure.
I'm 95% sure because one day I needed buttons.
Yeah,
and there used to be a haberdashery shop there where Pablo Escobar used to be as well.
Yeah,
just down the road, and I'm 95% sure that it was her. But let me tell you how shit it must be because you were Majozi. People were like, yo, fucking Majozi. And because on one side, you're Black Matthew Mole. But to other people, you're Majozi. And then to the rest of the world, they're like, oh, show Majozi. Yeah, I love that girl. And you're like, the fuck, what must I do? Crazy. Name change.
I've considered it, dude.
Jimmy Nevis's real name is not Jimmy Nevis.
I know.
Get the fuck out. How did you find out?
Someone said his name. And
Matthew
like,
LaRue.
Yeah, and I was like, who are you talking about? And they were like, oh no, Jimmy. I'm like, no. I thought his name was Jimmy Nevis.
No, I swore him. When you told me at Swan Cafe,
yeah,
I was having a crepe. Salted caramel crepe.
With him
and Danny Bagel.
Okay.
Yeah, she's a musician as well.
Is that her real name?
Danny Gabriella, I think.
People are clever. I should have done that from the beginning, man.
Yeah.
I should have done a
and he was trying to check web tickets. And he's like, yo, I can't remember my email or my password is wrong. I was like, okay, let's try it for my computer. I was like, give me your email. Like Matthew LaRue at gmail.com. And I was like, how do you have Matthew LaRue's password and email address? Then he looks at me in those comforting, soft 7764 eyes. And he says,
my name is...
I'm Matthew LaRue. And I close the laptop and go, what? He goes, I'm Matthew LaRue. I was like, bro, I've been telling people I'm hanging out with Jimmy Nevis, which would make me Simi Nevis. My name don't rhyme with Matthew LaRue, dog.
No, it doesn't.
And he's like, you thought Jimmy Nevis was a real name? I said, where the fuck would you get that name? That is a typical like colored bra's name. Like that's a cool name.
Very true. Where does he get that name? What did he say?
Jimmy is his grandfather's name and Nevis is like his dad's.
Oh, there we go.
Dad's car. Or his dad's sock company. I can't fucking remember what it was, but it's something like that. But you just went with simple Majozi and you've done well for yourself. I'm teasing you when I say these things about like Black Matthew Mole and stuff.
Well, let me say something about Shaw Majozi and her thing. Like in the beginning, it was very interesting. It would be like I'd get like a Google alert because I have a Google alert for my name, just to make sure I don't miss out on articles. And you know, sometimes the O's don't tag you, bro. I wanna see what the review is for the album.
I know what comedians have Google alerts for themselves though.
For trouble.
yeah, for trouble. Things like shit.
So every now and then, like back in the day, I used to get like an alert and it'd be like, oh, I'm featuring Majozi on Mad Jozi on a song. And I'd be like, oh, okay. I don't know who this is. Small stuff, whatever. Then the one year she was playing Daisies. This is before she'd blown up. People were like, yo, so glad you're playing Daisies. I'm like, guys, I'm not playing Daisies. That's sure Mad Jozi. Mad Jozi. Anyways, time passes, bro. She explodes. She gets big. My Twitter goes nuts. Every day I'm getting messages, 20 messages a day in my inbox, getting tagged just for her.
Good time.
And I'm like, yo, okay. My Facebook, every time, hi honey, hi beautiful. I'm like, guys. I'm like, please look at my picture. I'm not sure Majozi.
Hey, honey, hey, beautiful. The same thing happens with me, but there's a comedian in South Africa. Her name is Shimmy Isaacs.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Big, prominent Afrikaans lesbian comedian.
Yeah.
Right? That's her shtick. So I don't get hey honeys. I get long Afrikaans messages that I can't understand.
You can't translate. Oh, dude,
And then I always just go like, yo, Shimmy, I think someone's trying to book you for a gig. Because I pitched up to the plus and no one liked me over there. I look nothing like you, apparently. Oh, bro.
But anyways.
Sucks, bro.
Well, it's so, for me, it didn't really, like, to be honest. I was like, our genres are so different. Like, at the end of the day, it's not really going to cross.
Can I tell you where it could help out? Let's say one day someone from America
Yes.
Googles her.
Yes, 100%.
And they
Kelly
make a
Clarkson.
mistake. Yeah, Kelly Clarkson. Yeah, Kelly Clarkson actually wanted you.
She trying to book me.
Yeah, Jimmy Fallon's like, yo, the show Majozi person is blowing. And then they click, tell me a song. And you go, yeah, sure. And then they go, I think it's this one. And then they click on your photo and they come to one of your songs.
Yeah.
And Jimmy Fallon's like, yo, these guys are great. And we're like, last time we had a South African person on this, it was Beatenberg. That's not even the real names.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Bro, this could work for you.
It could.
If I was you, set up the Google alert differently. I've got a plan. I've got a plan, my dog. Okay.
Bro, but at the end of the day, dude, I'm like, I think beyond myself, and I'm like, I'm stoked for it, dude. Like, it's really cool seeing how successful she's been, and seeing from, like, I feel like I've been there from the beginning of her journey because I've been tagged in everything she does, and she's
Bro,
a beautiful girl, a beautiful person.
You don't have to be humble, dog.
Nah.
Let me tell you something.
Let
me tell you something, bro. When I interviewed White Majozi,
yeah,
Eminem.
Yeah,
Matthew. And I interviewed him.
Yeah.
Super nice guy.
Yeah.
Can't say a bad word about anybody.
Bro, he's too nice. Too nice. He's
gotta be scared of those ones. Gotta be scared of those ones. Those are the ones that flip. Those are the ones that flip on you. There's a 5-part Netflix documentary series. How musician becomes murderer.
Jeez.
Bro.
Never, Matthew.
So
Salt of the earth. Salt of the earth.
That's
it.
Franchuk. Franchuk's child. Or Fishhook, one of the two. I know he comes from a hook.
Fishhook, yeah.
So now, I'm going to play you a voice clip. This is from our dear friend. Her name is Sinagugu.
Okay.
I hope I say her name correctly every single time. She hasn't corrected me yet, so
okay.
I hope one day she comes out. She's like, actually, my name is Sharon, bro. And I don't know why you've been saying Sinagugu. So here we go.
Sinagugu.
Happy birthday to you.
Firstly, this interview is meant to happen between myself and you the day after my birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But either I cancelled or you cancelled. Basically, we both flip-flopped on each other.
I don't like how you blame me. It's probably you cancelled, dude.
No, it can't be. Okay, first of all, hold on. I just gave you a big compliment earlier on about like, yo, you're like Matthew. You guys are like humble people and so nice. And now, all of a sudden, like you've chosen someone to be an asshole to. No, I've just told you, bro. I've told you all the gigs I've gone to and seen you and told you my memories and how I sing to your songs and how I know all your words. And the first opportunity you get to bash me is to say, oh no, dog, you cancel the fucking thing, bro.
Well, dude, I just
honestly, no, dog. You can't even remember the first time you met me, bro.
I know, it's so bad, bro. I'm very proud of you.
Who's the fan here?
Okay, you're the fan.
Yeah.
I apologize.
Exactly.
It was me. I cancelled.
So it was my birthday. It was my birthday weekend.
Happy birthday to you.
Now it's so awkward because it's the month after my birthday, clearly. And she's singing now. Hey, no wonder she hasn't sent a voice note back.
Dear Simi.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Okay, that's
Very
my
good,
message for today. Happy birthday, dude.
Thanks, bro.
First question. What is one conspiracy theory or like urban legend that you actually believe in? I'd love to know. Second question. If you suddenly woke up one day and you were white, what is one thing that you would do that you feel like you can't do right now? And the bonus birthday question.
Yo.
Who do you think is your parents' favorite sibling? I know each parent has a sibling, so has a favorite sibling. So don't try to refute this. But who do you think is the favorite one in the family?
That's
Have a wonderful day.
Thank you. So many questions. I can't remember the first one. The first one was conspiracy theories, and the second one was if I woke up white. I'll answer the family sibling one first. My sister's the favorite. My sister got 2 masters from Oxford University.
Oh wow, definite, yeah.
You know,
wow.
so there's no comparison.
What are you gonna do?
I may be the most loved, but she's the favorite.
But
I mean, I can't speak about. I mean, put it like this: I don't know the answer about if I woke up white, but I do know the answer if you woke up white. You know?
who would I be?
Matthew Mole, bro.
What would I do though? What would I do then if I was Matthew Moore? Like if we did like a Freaky Friday type situation, like Chris Brown and
I was
Little
Matthew
Dicky.
Mole, okay, if I was Matthew Mole, I'll tell you straight up. If I was Matthew Mole for a day, I get a divorce that morning.
No, you can't divorce Jess. I love Jess.
Yeah, no, she's great, bro. You're asking me if I was Matthew Mole, bro.
Okay, cool.
Me, I divorce Jess in the morning. Or at least she cries. I make her upset for something. And I go and I just taste a selection of white women. like on a wine farm, bro. Jeez, I've never seen that guy get so many mamacitas screaming at him. Screaming. Joburg Day, bro. Yeah. My man, I've never seen so many white women push up against a fence before. You know, like how Feast Must Fall people push up against fences. You know, like how people protest.
Yeah.
That's a Matthew Mole concept for white people. People are sweating. JT Top's got mud on. Triangles are being thrown in the air. My man comes on
triangles.
Yeah, bro. I don't know why. Rock Nation.
Okay. I thought you meant like from the car booth. They were just weighing triangles.
Bro, my man came on that day. I remember because the cool thing about when I worked in 947 is that you could be backstage or right in front of the stage, between the stage gap and the audience. And my man came on by himself. And I've never seen so many people adore him.
Yeah, he's a gem,
and that's
man.
the thing that I want. I dream of that, of people adoring me that way. So if I woke up white, and the other thing I'll probably do is like Steinhoff. Because you can get away with stealing millions of money from poor people. And no one cares, unless it's VBS. Conspiracy theory, I don't really have a. I mean,
there must be one, bro. What's his name?
I don't know if it's a conspiracy theory or if it's just an urban legend. Do you think it's like this
similar? Similar, close enough. I mean,
have you ever driven between Durban and Joburg?
Yep, and I drive a few times.
You know when you get through Van Rieden's Pass?
Yeah.
You know, Van Rieden's Pass during like the evening, the fog settles down.
Yeah.
Or early in the morning.
Freezing.
Yeah. There used to be a rumor that if your car broke down over there, a Muslim uncle would come and help you.
Okay.
And he wouldn't help you like by fixing the car, like give you tea or something, and while you waited for your car to be fixed or someone to come help you.
Okay.
Or take you up to his house, which is close to where your car is. Now, that just sounds like a scary ghost, a kind ghost. Guy gives you chai.
Yeah.
You know? Muslim uncle, hey, assalamu alaikum. Boo. You know? I don't think he did that. But I do have a story about when I did break down in Van Rieden's Pass.
Total opposite.
Fog was there.
Yeah.
No. And about 45 minutes later, a Muslim uncle came. He didn't give me tea. Gave me a chocolate.
Okay.
He said, should I wait for you until the AA arrives? And I was like, no, uncle, you don't have to.
Yeah.
He said, no, I will. And he went back to his car just in front. And I could see the lights flash like this. The hazards.
Yeah.
My hazards. They kind of like timed together. And then AA arrived. And then I saw AA arrive from the back. And I turned to the left to like tell my guy like, hey, it's cool, children, you can go. And he was gone.
Nah, bruh. Gone. Like, gone.
Yeah, gone. And
I nowhere to be seen.
The only other time I don't believe in ghosts. In Islam. I'm Muslim, by the way, bro.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And in Islam, they have jinns.
Yes, so
Yeah.
Aladdin, sorry.
Yeah. Oh, genie. Okay,
Genie,
close.
genie.
So jinn, but there's no like bad jinn and good jinn.
So wait. Really in Islam they have jinns? Really?
Yeah, but I mean like this to the extent of how jinn works is an angel.
Okay.
And like if you go to Mecca, they always Makkah, sorry, Muslim followers, they always say that the haram, the area where the Kaaba, which is the black box that people go around, is never empty because the jinn always fill it up. You know, things like that.
Okay.
Like the stuff that you told as a kid. I was in Medina, which is the other holy mosque in the same country. And there was a man who had this lovely flowing, like light blue Arab garb. And I went to Saudi Arabia by myself. I went for pilgrimage. And I don't know what told me to follow this guy. So I followed him. Went through one corridor, past a lot of other people praying, went through another one. Every single time I'd get to the point where he like turned left or right. He'd be at the other end and he'll turn left or right, and I've just followed. Eventually I see him enter a room. Yeah. My dog's not in that room. Now. These aren't conspiracy theories.
What happened in the room though? So
it was actually the place where the main members pray in Medina, like the main guys, which is the thing I wanted to go see because I wanted to hear where the sheikh prayed. And I was just like, yo, where's the blue garb man?
So you rate that was a jinn?
Yeah, I rate.
So a jinn is like an angel, basically.
Yeah.
So jinns don't actually grant you wishes.
No, that's a genie.
But this is going to sound crazy. When they talk about like if you watch like different series.
Also, I just want to add another thing. Aladdin, not in the Quran.
No. When they
Don't you dare close your eyes. Wait, where's that chapter? Not in the Quran, so you're safe.
No. So there's no relation between a jinn and a genie, actually.
No, just the same sound.
Just this sound.
Yeah.
So then if I watch like different series.
I mean, it's probably the same root word.
Root word.
Yeah,
okay.
so gene.
So that's where it comes from. So then where does the genie come from then? Where do they get the
probably
whole concept of a genie?
So if jinn was, I don't have my Arab dictionary out.
Yeah.
If jinn was the root word,
a
sister word would be genie.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is there any genies in Islam? No.
Wow, bro.
I'm interested. You know what I did? Because I watched a series called Supernatural.
Oh, come on, bro.
What must I do, bro? What must I do? And the jinns in there are like genies. They grant wishes. So I want to go back to
bro, what's your knowledge on Islam, bro?
Min.
You're Christian, right?
Yeah.
You know your religion off by heart.
But I mean, as much as I need to. Yeah.
Bro, I'm Muslim and I know about Christianity.
Yeah.
Have you thought about reading?
Well, no,
you know anything about Islam?
You just brought up this interesting thing, and I was just like, "Wait a minute, okay, I didn't know that."
I know you're Christian, right? And I'll delete this off the podcast if it offends you.
No, go for it, dude.
I've got a question. I've always wanted to ask a Christian person, right? Father, Son, Holy Ghost.
This is a tough one. Okay, go for it.
I'm not going to ask you who's your favorite. I'm not going to ask who's your favorite.
Which one? My answer is probably going to be like, I don't know, dude.
I know. A lot of people say that.
Yeah.
My first question is, can God die?
I don't believe so, no.
Okay. So then who died on the cross?
Very good one.
You see, dog?
Very good one.
I've thought about it for years. I know. You don't have to answer.
But that was God in human form, in the flesh.
Can God be in human form?
Yes.
Can God have human nature?
Yes. As a son. Okay. That's what the whole thing was.
Would you say God is all-knowing?
Yes.
Okay. Was Jesus all-knowing?
Yes, definitely.
But he didn't know the hour. Hey.
You do know your Bible well, dude. You do know your Bible well.
Dog. I do.
Yeah. But I mean, so many things.
I'm not here to. I'm not being like, yo, Islam. I'm saying these things like, because when people ask me Muslim questions, if I don't have an answer, I'm just like, yo, okay, you got me over there. Dog.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find out more. Because I always come from the point of let me read more to find out.
The thing is, if you look stuff up like that, someone's asked that question before. So all it takes is just looking it up and trying to find. Have you?
Yeah, I have. And they it gets into this weird, complicated thing about like the separation of divinity. And, and for me, and this is not as like a Muslim person, this is as a rational person. As soon as we start trying to make caveats into an argument to make it fit, I have to now start looking at the text itself. And as an academic, I start going, okay, cool, let me look at the text. And then, for example, like I said, I'm not here to bash Christianity. I'm any monotheistic religion. I'm all for Judaism, Islam, you know, because I believe in monotheism.
Okay.
My conduit is Islam. So when I look at text, you know, you look at the Quran, and Quran is not changed since it's been around 1400 years. So much so that our kids are taught to memorize it. Whereas the Gospels first are collated by a pope, I think it is, Augustus or Augustine. And then he chose Matthew, Mark, John, Luke. Okay. But there are other Gospels. And Gospels just means story of, or the story from. But like John's Gospel is not written by John. It's written by someone, because John couldn't write. Something like that. But the closest textual like relevance of like, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry I'm boring you. I'm sorry. I'm
not boring me.
I'm
thinking in my head. No, bro, carry on.
It's
please.
like we've got first century manuscripts of the Quran in its form. So if you go to the Birmingham University, they can carbon date it to the exact time Muhammad was around. Right? Whereas the Codex Sciatica, which is the Catholic doctrine that they use to carbon date the Bible, is 4th century after Jesus. I'm sorry, I'm so technical. Bro, but it's one of these things that fascinate me.
How do you know this stuff? But anyways,
so it's always a question that I ask, and sometimes I leave it with my Christian friends just to try to explain to me. But I've heard every theory, and
well, bro, there's so many things.
Basically, say after me. You're willing to become Muhammad Majozi. I've managed to call it. This actually is not a podcast recording, bro. Welcome to the Dean. Welcome to the Dean of Islam. We don't sing because remember what we did to Cat Stevens. Made that guy change his name to Yusuf Islam. Said, you can't do that anymore. Then he got angry.
Hilarious, dude.
Yeah, bro. I'm sorry.
Dude, you bring up like really, really good questions, you know. And to be honest, like at the end of the day, I'm not going to know everything. I'm not going to know all the answers.
My G.
But for me, it's just it's a feeling for me. It's that's what faith is basically.
It is. You're right.
It's basically what is it? It's believing in things unseen or something like that. I don't know. There's a good quote that makes it understand. And a lot of the times things don't make sense. What must I do, bro? Like flip, things don't make sense.
100% right, bro.
But it's good to ask questions though. So like when people get upset like if a Christian gets upset at someone asking questions and being like, what about this? What about this? Like you can't be upset. You got to ask yourself. Like
that's what they did at school. That's the reason why I didn't ask another like person a religious question until like I was deep into varsity. People
get offended though. So then you closing your mind off to other possibilities. You know what I mean? Like inside of what you still believe. There could be, it could open up your mind if you just ask questions. So not saying change your beliefs or don't believe this, but believe something else, but ask the questions and try and figure out why that thing is the way it is in the text. You know what I mean?
And like that ends the Simeon Majozi TED Talk on Christianity and Islam.
Christianity, that's great. That's great. Bro, that would be a flipping good podcast.
Bro, we would get so much hate.
Okay. All right.
So much hate. But I am going to end over there and then I'm going to add an ad break. I'll be back now. Yo, okay.
Kit Kat.
So now I'm going to do part 2 of the podcast because it's been going so well. I want to try and get another 30 minutes out of us.
No, bro, you can get a full another hour.
Oh, my G, my
dude,
hero.
Listen, I said this I don't know if I actually said it to Tekla, but I'm like, I wish your podcast were longer because I love people talking and I love Tekla's podcast. And
really,
I was like,
bro?
Dude, I love... so the podcasts I listen to are like, you're going to chew me, but like say Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan is like 3 hours. 3 hours, 2 hours.
Yeah.
Joe Budden.
I've never had a guest that wants to stay that long with me.
Dude, I love the idea of just talking and talking and talking.
You're actually one of the first few people that's a artist or musician that actually also engages with other artists. One thing I must say about Majozi, I remember I was going to do that show Love and Other Jokes.
Yeah.
And
Well, aren't we going to do something?
we are. I was going to basically just ask you directly after this, but I'll ask you now. So Tekla and I want to do a show at the aquarium
100%,
July
dude.
1st and 2nd.
100%.
Okay.
Let's do
I don't know who your
it.
I don't. Oh, wow. I don't know who your agent is, and I don't want to speak to them.
Bro, wait, what Hubley? Sorry, not Hubley. What is that thing called again? A vape.
A vape.
What flavor is that?
Passion fruit, guava, pineapple.
It
mango.
smells like you're just smashing nachos. That's how I'm like looking
you,
for
bro.
fruit around me, and I'm like,
Nothing,
there's no
bro.
fruit anywhere. around here.
Vaping. People that vape, like myself, are the vegans of the smoking world. I've never
Okay,
seen so much
cool.
hate for something.
I mean, listen, there could be way worse things that you could be
So
doing.
if you're keen for the gig, afterwards we'll talk more about it.
4th of July.
No, 1st and 2nd of July. It's like
1st and 2nd
a
of July.
Wednesday and Thursday.
That's my birthday month,
When's your birthday in July?
21st of July.
Oh, an
Just letting your listeners know.
Yeah, guys, 21st of July. Go into Twitter and tag Show Majozi and say happy birthday.
They won't find it. They'll find me first.
Majozi Army, we're forming, bro. We're forming. We're turning the tables here.
No,
Okay, cool.
We love you, Maya.
So you started playing music when you were young?
Yeah.
Self-taught?
Yes, self-taught. Luckily, there was a guitar lying around. I just picked up a book.
What did mom and dad do?
So my mom was a maid. So she used to work for a family in Maidishkum. Do you know Maidishkum? You must know Maidishkum. I miss that life, man. It was a good life growing up in Maidishkum. But she worked for this family, and they kind of raised me together. They sent me to school, which was like it wasn't like that much of an uncommon thing back in the day, especially just after apartheid.
Yeah.
I think there were a few rebels. So I mean, mine was just before.
Yeah.
There were a few rebels who were like, we're going to try and give some guys opportunities. So, and there was a guitar lying around because I was a baby compared to everyone else. So all my mom's kids were 20 years older than me and above.
So you got like older brothers.
Yeah, dude. Crazy thing is none of them are alive now. So like she had like 6 children and like they all passed away, but like long time ago.
And your mom is still alive?
No, my mom passed away
Sorry,
like 10 years ago now.
Jeez.
Yeah, I know, crazy, dude. And my father passed away a long time ago.
Jeez, I'm such an asshole. I'm literally just like, yo, your mom and dad, you know, what's going on? Jeez, I'm so sorry, bro.
But the thing is, like, so that's the thing I try and explain to people. I still had a mother and father figure throughout my life. So that family, Ted and Gail, they had older kids and they had a guitar. So I was like, okay, cool. So the reason why I started guitar was because I was at church or like youth group or something.
Yeah.
And my mate was like, I was just stuffing around. There was a guitar at church and I was going, jinga, jinga, jing, jing, wild thing, a jinga, jing.
What's the next line?
It was like when I was 13 or something. And, but obviously I didn't know how to play chords. I was just like, oh, this actually sounds cool. And my mate was like, this sounds horrible. And then he said, he's like, we grew up together. He's like a really good friend, but he said, so that week we also had rugby trials and he was like, you suck at rugby, you suck at music, you suck at everything. So I was like going home and I was like sad and I was like, stop it. I'm going to show this guy. So I literally went and I learned Blink 182 songs. I was like, I'm going to come to church on Sunday and I'm going to
show this guy Adam's song.
Everybody. And then during the week, I was like, stuff it, bro. I don't care if I get a concussion. I'm just going to be the best rugby player ever. And I got into the A side.
Where did he get into?
And I can't remember. I think he was 6, so he actually couldn't go. And then I got into...
This guy inspired you, bro.
Yeah, bro. I got inspired from Hank.
Yeah.
And then I came to church with like some Blink 182 songs to play.
You had a big week that week, eh?
Dude, I had a big week.
You were
and
like
then
in the rugby team, and there you there. I never thought I'd die alone. I laughed the loudest. Like, fuck, this guy's so cool. And he's got DC shoes on.
That's funny, dude. The Adam song was one of the first songs.
Of course, bro. Yeah. I was in fucking grade 4 when I was listening to Blink 182. So me, I love music.
Yeah.
Like, I won't lie. If there was a show, much like Lyric Rai, and Noord for Noord, where you'd have to finish off the lyrics of songs. I may not know the song title,
Yeah.
but this mind, Steel Trap, I can store songs, my man. Store songs. I could hear a chord of something.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, I'll sing it for you. I'm really good. Bro, do you know me and musicals? You ever watch musicals?
Yeah, my girlfriend loves musicals.
Watch Hamilton.
I haven't actually watched it on Disney Plus. No,
My
not
man.
yet, dude.
Oh, yeah, you're still waiting for Disney Plus to get into the country.
Hamilton.
That's the shittest song, bro. There's a song there, bro.
I am
Dear
the formidable-
Theodosia, what to say to you? You have my eyes, you have your mother's name. When you came into the world, you cried and it broke my heart. Oh, my man, I'm finished. Coco, Moana, Cats, like music, like bro, musicals I loved. You know, my first musical I acted in was Yusuf and the Technicolor Dreamcoat. Joseph and the Technicolor Dreamcoat.
Did you see me looking at you?
Yeah, like that's not the name, bro. I wore my coat, I wore my coat with golden lining, bright colors shining, wonderful and new. And then I finally listened to the story. I was like, yo, Joseph's brothers really were dickheads. Like, they could have sorted this whole thing out just saying we're tired of this guy. Just leave us. Wow. And then, but now how do I say this, bro? Have you ever watched a local musical and just connected with it? Cut and the Kings, written by Tyler Peterson and David Kramer.
Nah, I've heard, dude. I've heard such good. Actually, no, you were talking about
On
it?
Techno's podcast, yeah.
That's
Cut and the
yeah.
Kings. Sure. Bro, I love it. Like, I can't tell you. And sometimes, and Disney music.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, Disney music.
Disney music's special, man.
I don't know who does the writing for that, but...
What's your favorite Disney song?
Of recent time or all time? Because it's
Recent
tough.
time. Recent time.
Anything from Moana, bro.
Oh,
Anything
really?
from Moana.
Do you love The Rock?
Yeah. I mean, not as like an actor and stuff. I mean, I think he's a cool guy. I don't hate him.
Yeah.
But Moana, and there's that song from Coco, Poco Loco.
I haven't seen Coco.
Oh,
I haven't
you're missing
seen it, man.
You've watched
I haven't
Moana,
seen it.
bro? The story of a
I've seen
Muslim girl.
Moana, yeah.
Story of a Muslim girl, not allowed to leave the house. And when she has left the house, bad things happen. And then she has to come back home to realize there's nothing nice out there.
Dude, my friends have little kids, so every Disney thing that comes out, that's it. That's
Moana.
what for 6 months? No, for like a year.
Make way, Moana, it's time you knew. I was learning the dance moves in my house, bro. The island is all you need, it's all you need.
Do you have a photographic memory?
I wouldn't say photographic, but I
Similar.
can see something and go like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
But can I tell you the secret to this?
Yeah.
Is curiosity. And the older we get, the less curious we get.
Dude, I find it's actually the opposite for me, dude.
Yeah, it's for me, it's way opposite. Bro, I can literally spend all my time finding things out.
Yeah, no, dude. And that's the reason why I like podcasts and long podcasts.
Oh, so you can listen longer?
So you can just listen to stuff like anything, bro. You know what I'm trying to find out now? Sorry, I feel like this
continue,
is
bro.
not even a podcast talking about my life.
I've got ample space. Speak about anything you want.
I'm trying to figure out why and how NFTs are what they are.
NFTs, the Bitcoin stuff.
Yeah, so it's a non-fungible token.
Yeah.
So you've seen what guys have been doing.
Not really. I'm not into the Bitcoin scene as much as I used to be.
Well, so for me, it's not I know nothing about Bitcoin. I know nothing. But I'm like, there's people in my sphere of work that are using this thing now. So there's like Kings of Leon sold their album as an NFT as well. And there's artists selling their things for NFT. And I'm like, okay.
Oh, so you want to explore it?
No, I didn't want to know why people paid that much money for something that is not tangible. Do you know what I mean? So like, so
could
I
you use
understand
the analogy of like, so I don't buy CDs anymore, of course, right?
Okay.
I buy the album on fucking iTunes if I want to, but I use Spotify now.
Yeah.
So let's say you had, and you do have new music out.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming it's not Spotify, right?
Everywhere.
It's everywhere, right?
All the streaming platforms get it now. Close to you, available.
I'm so good at Greg and Lucky could never do this. A segue like that. Greg and Lucky are so jealous of me right now. They're like, fuck, I wish I could.
You just put some respect on Greg and Lucky's name.
I will never put respect on Greg and Lucky's name. Until I'm on air, on radio, and get my chance. Until then, fuck everybody in radio. Every single one. Except for Anele, love you, girl. You've got all the time in the world for you. You and your son are lucky. But I'm saying that, so when I listen to your songs on Spotify, right? I haven't bought you a fucking CD. So is that also not intangible?
It's not tangible, sure. So that's not the thing that I don't understand, because you still get value from it. So like, you still get value. So the way NFTs, as far as I understand,
you get all the value.
So if you purchase NFT, you own that thing.
Yeah.
And you get a certificate saying you own that thing.
Yeah.
You can't share it or
dope.
But okay, let's use the photograph one. So people have been buying art on photographs and art and things like that. People have been buying art as NFTs, and the money's like millions, dude, millions and millions. So what do people do with that art now? You own it. What do you do with it? Do you know what I mean? If you buy expensive art, you can hang it up on the wall. People see it. There's a value. Other people get to see it. But people can still see it online. But
I see what you're saying. So the major difference here is that it's in the thing that you've bought isn't okay. The thing that you bought you can't physically hold.
Basically, that's one of the things. And I know it's I guess it's a small way of thinking.
So they do it with art, you say?
Yeah.
And they attribute a wealth, a certain amount of money to that. That's incredibly interesting.
I mean, listen, I've been listening to things about that for
Are you
weeks.
considering to do that? I think it'd be a cool gimmick. I think it'd be a really good gimmick.
Well, I'm always the reason why I look at that stuff is I'm always like, what is going to happen in the next few years in music? Do you know what I mean? Like, you've got to try and be ahead if you can.
That's the best gimmick I've heard since Ninja. From
the Antwoord.
Yeah.
Do you think so?
Yeah, bro. That is it. Like, out of all my musical gimmicks that I've ever known, the two that I've loved the most was, of course, Jack Sparrow.
Yeah.
I love Jack Sparrow. And the Antwoord. Don't say his real name, bro. He'll appear.
I'm so scared of him. He lives next to one of my mates' houses.
Of course.
Well, one of his dad's house, and I'm like, I don't know. I'm scared of.
Okay, but we've sidetracked. Hold on, I need to get back to something incredibly important. So you learned the guitar.
Sorry, wow.
You've learned the guitar.
I don't even know how we got
right.
Yeah.
And now, I'll tell you. When guitar, Adam song, singing songs you like. Hey, NFT, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. So now you've learned how to play the guitar. First gig by yourself or in a band?
So I mean, if I look at it these aren't really gigs, but because I learned guitar and all my friends were PK kids, pastors kids, their moms were like,
I thought it stood for parkour. I was like, Majozi had a guitar and all his friends were running away.
They're like, boys, come play in the worship team. So I played in church for years and years and years.
Some of the good Jesus music.
Bro, what are the classic songs? Crucified, lay behind the stone. Some of the back in the days, 90s Christian music was really interesting, but it's still in my heart now, dude. So I mean, I love those songs.
Respect, bro.
But so I was in the worship team for years and years and years and years and years and years, and then eventually, the more I played guitar, the more I realized I was like, oh damn, because I didn't care about rugby at the end of the day. I was like, I don't care. They dropped me. Like the first game, the coach was like, I can see you don't care about this game. They dropped me to the lowest team.
and that was the opposite for Sia Kolisi. Sia Kolisi actually wanted to be a musician. And he's like, I can see you suck at guitar.
Your arms are too big.
Focus on this rugby thing. It's for you, bro.
Your arms are too big. Just play rugby.
Play rugby, bro.
But so then I just started like writing my own song. I used to write stupid songs. Like my first song,
whip it out, bro. Whip it out. You got a guitar over there. I want you to hear. I want to hear the song.
Please, people, don't take any offense at the song.
Take all of the offense, guys. It's available on NFT.
Everyone can hear me.
Yeah, they can.
So I mean, my mom used to make these beanies, these Rasta beanies with the Rasta colors.
Yeah.
Back in the day, we thought that was really cool. We had no affiliations to Rastas as kids.
Yeah, sell them at Essenwood Market.
Yeah. So, anyways, I made this song and I thought it was cool, whatever. But it goes. Also, my voice hadn't
broken yet.
So at 6 a.m, there's a knock at my door. I just got up and my arms were sore. I got to the door and what did I see? One smelly rasta with a dacha tree. I asked him, who are you and what have you come here to do? He said he was a rasta coming to invade my house. He's so hungry he'll eat a mouse, and I don't want this rasta in my house.
That's brilliant, bro. That's brilliant. I can tell you unequivocally that is better than Matthew Mole's first song.
Well, yeah, dude. But anyways, I mean, I feel bad now when I think about it. I'm like, Rastas aren't smelly. They're like nice people. Like,
and that's when you knew you were talented. After that Rasta song, you're just like,
no. Well,
big time, guys.
So that was my in. I was like, I was too scared to be vulnerable. So I just made funny songs. I made songs about my friends. I did whatever. And then eventually, I got older. With getting older comes a bit of a maturity, and you understand things a little bit more, and girls come, all that kind of stuff. And but I was still doing covers for years, and then I decided, I was like, I'm going to sing about God. That is my connection to the world. That's what I understand. That's what I see. That's how I see life. You know what I mean?
You're
like,
telling me I've been singing Jesus songs.
Bro, you've been 100% singing Jesus songs this
I
whole
knew my dad was right. I knew my dad was right.
Doesn't sing Jesus songs?
Nah, my dad was just talking about Pastor Paul. One of the guys from the gospel.
Pastor Paul. Paul and Simon.
Yeah, Paul and Simon. I knew my dad. I knew my dad was like, I knew.
You meant Paul and Simon.
I knew this guy.
Simon.
I knew this guy.
Yeah.
I've heard these words before.
Yeah.
This is John 3:16. Paul's 4:55.
Bro.
Yo, bro.
Yeah,
so I've been singing Jesus songs.
Yeah, well, basically, so like the way I always used to say it when I started, I was like, I'm not out here singing gospel.
Okay, tell me if this is a Jesus song thing. You can call me babe, and I'll call you darling. When did Christian people doing that things?
So let me explain that song, dude.
Fine by me.
So those lines. So the chorus came to me first for that song. I sang those words. I was messing around because I was opening. Few months time, was opening for the Lumineers, and I was amped. I was like, bro, I'm gonna write some bangers now.
Hey,
yeah, bangers. And then I was like, oh, you can call me babe, and now cool. It just came out.
Were you dating someone at the time?
No. So that was the thing, bro. I'd never been in love. I didn't know what love is. So I had those lines for that song. I was like, these lines are too good. I have to finish the song somehow.
Yeah.
And the only thing I did understand at the time was God's love. I was working at church at that time as a worship leader. And I was like, I understand God's love. So I was like, I've got these words. Let me see what I can do with the verses. And the verses are basically talking about God's love. So it's all my life I've been searching for your love, only to find it's been staring right in front of me.
For you all my life I've been searching for the longest. I'm trying to think of all the Jesus songs, bro.
So that one is different. That one is actually a romantic love where...
Because you found love, this guy.
No, I still hadn't found love.
Hey, my man, how are you writing these songs with no experience then? You just like...
Bro, it was a struggle. So that one was... The waiting was more of a longing. It was like... I was like, yes, I was... At that time, I was longing. I was sad. Waiting was way sadder from when I demoed it. Like, it was way sadder. It was more like... The words were like, sometimes I feels like I can do nothing right.
Yes. Continue.
I'm just a shadow in the night.
Do you need help with your own songs? I've got
No.
I've got Google lyrics.
No, these are the lyrics before.
Oh, before.
Yeah,
wow,
I'm just a shadow in the night. I'm useless or something like that. But it was just a sad song. And I was longing for someone. Only now, so like Falling is the only true song where it's about a girl and that actually we're like going out.
I like listening to people's processes. So it's nice to hear that the way that you write and then how you'd go perform. I mean, I always knew they were Christian songs, so don't be shocked.
I was like, I've said it so many times. What? It's like, so can you worked at the radio? Damn it, you were probably there when I said it.
Yeah, many times. You see, the thing is, Muslim people don't have a hero, dog. We had Hashim Amla. He's gone. We had Imran Tahir.
What about Kat? Not Kat. So what's his name now?
Yusuf Islam.
Yeah.
I mean, after father and son, we didn't really get another club banger till Lupe Fiasco, maybe. You know?
Lupe Fiasco?
Yeah, Lupe Fiasco. And
what about Dave Chappelle? Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I'm talking about like songs, bro. Things that can, you know, so I was hoping, like I told you from the beginning of this podcast, my goal was to make you Muslim, dog.
Dude. Sorry, man.
Bro, you said youth leaders, all those things. You got them on WhatsApp groups. Ask them my question. I want an answer. And they don't give you an answer. Come to me. I start teaching you Arabic now. Fast. So you wrote all these things and you weren't in love, bro. Then I'm assuming this is not your first girlfriend that you're in.
This is my first girlfriend, dude.
That Heartbreak album is gonna be so wild.
No,
dog.
No. We're gonna get married. Dude.
Dog. So you don't have heartbreak?
I do have heartbreak. I have a lot of rejection heartbreak.
Dog.
Yeah. So one of the songs I wrote.
You've never cried over a girl.
Bro, I've cried over tons of girls.
A girl
dude.
has never broken your heart.
No,
She's
not
never
to the extent of like we were dating and then she broke my heart. No.
Okay, firstly, why did you wait so long? Because you're like 38.
What? Did you just call me 38?
Yeah, I'm trying to find out your age. So
33, dude.
Oh, like me, dog. 88, baby.
Yeah, no, 87.
Oh, sorry,
I'm
bro.
80s.
Sorry, bro.
No, so like, when I was, I mean, even still now, like when I was younger, I had no confidence. I didn't love myself. I didn't.
So story 2 of mine, when you're on stage and the bass player's like, yo, this crowd don't look good. And then you looked at me and you said, hey, dude, you weren't confident. You were just looking for someone.
Yes.
I knew it.
I'm looking for connections.
I got it.
Dude,
Okay.
it was at the point, like, I remember if you ask like some of my old friends that were girls, like, it was me and my best friend. We didn't know any girls. And then he got a car. So then we started going to different shows and things like that. And he would make friends with all the girls and I would keep quiet. I wouldn't say a word, to the point where, just like that Indian guy in Big Bang Theory.
Horrible show, but I know exactly what you're
yes,
talking about.
I don't like that show either. Yeah. But anyways, so just like that, dude, I would never talk around the girls. And then as soon as they left, I would talk. So I was very shy. I never, like...
If I had your skills, my man. If I swear to God, I swear, my man.
Don't say another thing like you said about Matt.
Bro, if I could play the guitar
Yeah.
and could write songs and play chords and put words together, they would adore me.
Bro, but you can make girls laugh. That's the real secret, dude.
Not enough of them. Not enough of them.
Wow. Okay,
Only
I beg to differ.
380 seats at a time, bro. It's not enough. You know, the thing is why I'm jealous of musicians?
Wow.
You could play Darling for the rest of your life, dog.
You can't tell the same joke.
People love to hear it. You could be at Oranjezek Market in 2052 and you could be like, how's it, guys? I'm going to do something. That's one of my favorites and it means so much to me. You can even add a shitty story to it.
Yeah,
and you know, it came to me. I was going to open for the Lumineers.
Yeah.
And I did, and it was great. And I was like, oh, fuck, I got this really... I'm sorry to swear for the kids. But, I'm just going to play one of my favorite songs. And inside, you could hurt. You could be like, I'm so tired of this song. But that crowd would love it. I saw Johnny Clegg before he died.
Bruh, yes.
He was hitting all those songs, acting like he hadn't sung them a billion times before.
Yeah.
You know? But, I mean, people loved it.
Yeah.
You could do that. Now, imagine I go, hey, guys... Back in the 2020s, just before the pandemic hit, I used to have this great gag about my dad, right? And let me tell you, whoa, okay, I'm going to do it now. And someone would shout, being like, oh, you're doing the same jokes again. I'm like, there's a 30-year gap.
Yeah. But
So
dude,
that's why I'm jealous, bro.
But at the end of the day, it keeps you sharper, dude. You're always getting better at your school. You're always honing. You always have to come back.
Do you
with
think if
fresh
I learned
material.
how to play the guitar or the ukulele right now,
Yeah.
or the thing that Jay Something uses where he just presses the touchpads and things happen,
Yeah.
you think I could make a music career, bro? I'm considering it.
Why didn't you go the Flight of the Conchords route? Do both.
I used to do parody songs when I worked at East Coast Radio.
Well, there we go.
I know, bro. Couldn't play the instrument, though. I play that instrument.
Bro, you can
Call my-
learn ukulele easy, dude.
I
Easy.
call myself Deep Fried Man. I can do all those things.
Okay.
Bro, do you want to play some of your other good Kakabums music?
Kakabums
Yeah,
music.
Kakabums.
Kakabums, what does that mean?
Kakabums is...
It's like a kakabum.
Let me tell you the story. I did a gig in Kimberley many years ago. Now, the best way to describe Kakabums is, have you ever...
How do you spell this word?
K-A-K-A, Kaka.
Yeah.
Bums, B-U-M-S.
Okay. So it is
Yeah.
kakabums. Okay.
Kakabums. My biggest pet peeve with people is people that have like black underneath their nails.
Okay.
You're safe.
I'm safe.
You're very
I'm
safe.
not a coal miner.
Yeah. Or Kakabums. Or Kakabums. Back in the day, I was doing a gig in Kimberley where they've just got a big hole. And there's a place in Kimberley called Kim by Nights. It's a club. It's the only club in Kimberley. I don't know if you've ever played Kimberley.
Bro, I've been there. There's nothing there. The people are very nice,
Very
but
nice.
there's nothing there.
Kim by Nights. Kim by Nights is still there.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that. Kim by Nights was very famous because it was the only club and they had a Nando's inside of it.
Okay.
But the Nando's clearly lost the license. So they kept like the branding and the menu, but they didn't call themselves Nando's. It's the only club in the world I've been to where you could be jamming to David Guetta.
Yeah.
And have a quarter chicken with wedges. A quarter chicken with wedges, my dog.
That sounds like a cool place.
Oh, great
Should
place.
be more places like that.
So, I know it doesn't seem like it, but I too was also shy at one point. I too could not persuade a woman to kiss me.
I can believe it, bro.
I know.
Yeah, I believe
I
it.
too could not.
You've told me this actually.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I too could not do these things. And I'm a handsome guy. I know this. A girl came up to me, but she was Kakabums. She had the black underneath her nails.
Okay.
And she just looked at me and she said, I'm going to kiss you.
How old were you?
I had just turned 24.
Okay. And she had black. Okay.
Black
okay.
underneath the nails, bro.
Okay.
Short mini skirt. Kind of like an opaque green.
Okay.
Right.
All right. Are you painting the picture for me? Okay.
Yeah, I'll paint the picture for you. Heels on. One of those pleated skirts.
Okay.
But it was that green color. And she pointed at me with a dirty fingernail and said, I'm going to kiss you.
Yeah.
And I spent the vast majority of my nights going from wherever she was to the opposite place. So if I was at the fake Nando's and she pitched up there, I'd be like, cool, I'm going to go to the dance floor. The dance floor, she would pitch up, put the bag right in front of you. She was ready to make a move.
Oof.
And then I go outside for a smoke. And I'm sitting with Robbie Collins, other comedian. And she comes up to me. She sits on my lap. She's like, why don't you want to kiss me? And then I just said, yo, I'm gay. And I looked at Robbie and like, cause we'd been in enough of these situations already.
Yeah.
And he kind of pulled into me and I kind of almost pulled into him and she just jumped up and she left. And since that day, bro, I've never gone back to Kimberley. I'm fearing of a Kakabums person like that still exists. Every single time I see black underneath the nails, related to her.
I've never seen that, dude, on a girl. I've never seen that. I've never experienced that.
Yeah, of course, you've just found love for the first time. That's probably your girlfriend now going, hey, where are you? I've made dinner for us.
Nah, what is that? Nah, it's just Facebook.
F&B account, my dog. Someone royalties have pulled through my G. Hey,
I don't have an F&B account.
F&B account.
Facebook friend request, bro. It's a friend request.
F&B account coming. All the money is putting through over their royalties. Bro, whip out that guitar. I want to hear some cool songs, bro.
Oh yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
what are you in the mood for, dude?
Do you want to try and make a song together? You can do the Christian stuff. I'll do the lovey-dovey stuff. I'm pretty good with my love. Are those the chords you want to play? Okay, why don't you play the chords and stuff, and you give me a topic, and I'll try to sing a song. But don't make it Tenacious D. I dig Tenacious D. I can't sing that fast.
Okay.
Okay, what's the topic?
Picnics at Durban Botanical Gardens. Oh, I like this. I'm going to actually keep this chord structure. I like it.
Guys, this is an original Listen on Somebody's song. It belongs to Listen on Somebody's. This is me, RFM Majozi. Ever plays this is our song. He owes us money. Okay, Picnics, Botanical Gardens. I like trees. I like bumblebees.
Bumblebee.
I like drinks with friends.
With my friends.
And I wish the sun stays up and it never ends. Okay, hold on. Sit down on the blanket with me. Open up the picnic basket with me. I bet you think I'm gonna rhyme with me.
No, I'm not.
I'm not gonna rhyme with me. Ooh, and then it becomes a Majozi song. Then you have to go. Because that's I have a legitimate theory that when you run out of words, just go like, we can fit in here a hum.
Picnic time. A picnic time.
Scrumptious picnic.
Delicious picnic.
Scrumptious chipnicks. Yeah, bro, I know we're gonna do a gig together, right? But have you ever thought of forming a band with me?
What would the band?
Have you ever looked at the moonlight sometimes and gone, fuck, I wonder what Simi's doing? Because often I look at the moon and I go, fuck, I wonder what Majozi's doing right now.
Can I tell you? Wait. Can I tell you, when I watch your videos, I think to myself, I'm like, does he feel bad? Does he feel bad sometimes for
what,
tuning
bro?
Love Island
No, bro.
so much? But
In fact, I'm gonna find the name for you. There's a Japanese term for burning a bridge, right? And never coming back.
Never coming back. But what about, let me say, because I know the guys from the production that do that.
It's shame.
Dude, they're an amazing production company. So I'm like, so what about the individuals in there? Excuse me, what if you had a mate that worked in there? How would you feel?
I do have a mate that works in there. I've got two.
Okay.
I'll name them even. Warren Robertson, Mel Slieberhagen.
So, but then how do they feel when they see your videos? Bro, I'm just curious.
I'll tell you. I WhatsApped one of them. I won't mention which one's name.
Okay.
And they said, yo, this thing is not going well. And it's not their fault.
Yeah.
One is a scriptwriter, one is the voiceover artist.
Okay, but
narrator.
that's far removed.
That's far removed. But I'm saying that, have you ever had a shit gig before, bro?
Many.
Okay.
I did, bro. It's my life.
When the shit gig happens,
yeah,
who do you blame?
Yourself. I blame myself.
There we go, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
When they made the first episode and they've had weeks to work and practice, it's not like they don't know how to use cameras. It's not like they don't know how to use audio. Right? I'm saying that, and there's someone whose job there is quality control.
Yeah.
So the reason why you and I will have managers and agents and all these type of people is to prevent those nights from happening.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And they've got a big production team with a big production budget. So that type of stuff shouldn't happen.
No, definitely not.
So if my mates are on it or if anybody is there, roll with the punches. We make fun of Jacob Zuma all the time. You just the Jacob Zuma for the day. That's it. That's how I see it. I did Cricket South Africa Awards a few years ago. I love cricket, right? You know, they don't invite me back, bro. You know what I did? I'll tell you what I did.
What did you do?
I'm just trying to find out. Okay, I can't find the Japanese word, but it's the point of no return. It's almost like burn a bridge and you just keep on going. You don't go backwards. Cricket South Africa Awards 2017. It's my fucking dream gig.
Yeah.
It's my dream gig.
It's cricket, man. It's cricket. It's your favorite sport. I mean, is there a finer sport? A sport of kings?
No better sport. If I wasn't Muslim, I'd believe in cricket as a religion. Straight up. Bro, I'm there. Seeing all my heroes. And I do a gag. I do 2 gags, in fact.
Yeah.
That were probably the most controversial that I've done. But I couldn't test them out anywhere else other than at this gig. But I was confident in them that they would work.
Yeah. So you felt like they were Hilarious
gags.
Hilarious
Hilarious gags.
Cool.
I look in the audience and I say, Hashim Amla's here. I love Hashim Amla.
Yeah,
Hashim Amla,
love Hashim Amla.
Hashim Amla taught me humility.
Yeah.
Right? A.B. de Villiers taught me bravery.
Yeah.
Wayne Parnell taught me how to dab. And Tabrei Shamsi taught me how to bring water. Right? That's half of the first gag.
Yeah.
And then I started saying, I can't believe who's here. You guys don't understand. As a fan of cricket, I can't believe who's here.
Yeah.
Amla, Faf, Mark Boucher's here, but I don't know what eye he's looking at me with. Because he had that eye injury.
Yeah, he had that eye injury,
right?
yeah.
Okay. And it was risky.
Yeah, that ended his career pretty much.
Yeah,
early.
It did end his career. He should have ended a few more seasons before that, but Jacques Callis kept him going for a long time. And that allowed us to actually win in England, by the way, because A.B. de Villiers became a wicketkeeper and we had an extra batsman, so it was great. And the crowd went silent for a second. And I describe the situation to people where I go like, if in Islam they believe there's angels on the shoulders.
Yeah.
Right? The guy on the right, the guy that writes the good deeds, was just like, oh, bad one. The guy on the left was like, dope gag, dog. Continue. There was a silence and I could feel the silence. And then I just heard a, wow. I was like, okay, cool, gag. I mean, hindsight now, it's a bit ableist, to be honest, but gags are gags. At least for me. I'm brave like that. Second gag.
Yeah.
I looked at Harun Logat, who was the CEO at the time. Looked him in the eye. And I said, Uncle Harun, I can only do this gag over here. I can't do it anywhere else. I need to do it. I said, Andile Petlakwayo has more big match temperament than a Daryl Cullinan Facebook post about transformation. And it was a rip, bro. Wow. Excellent. Excellent gig. People are high-fiving me after the gig. The white people hated me at the gig. All the white people hated me. But I've made really good friends with cricketers from there.
Yeah.
I had a gag about, I think about JP Dubney. I think about a successful career he has. But does he ever consider that the highlight of that career is getting a white wife? And then KJ Rabada came up to me and was like, yo, you know that thing you said about playing for the Proteas and getting a white wife? It's true. And I was like, yeah, you will know in the future. You I can tell you will definitely know in the future. Now, but back to my point. They consider that a bad gig. Cricket South Africa never booked me again.
Okay,
right?
But did they say that though?
No. I heard through the grapevine.
Okay, so you did hear about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they don't book me again. And if somebody complained, they complained to me or my agent.
Yeah.
Most likely my agent.
Yeah.
Right? And my agent would tell me this and this happened.
Yeah.
Right? And I must deal with it.
Yeah.
Now, Love Island is shit. The first few episodes were shit.
Yeah.
Not edited well.
Yeah.
People are making jokes.
Yeah.
Right? Do you think any of them could be offended by that?
No, I don't know. I
don't think so, bro. But if you do know the people, holler at them. Tell them, yo, I spoke to my guy. He's got legitimate reasons.
No, dude. Well, you asked what I think about. I don't look at the moon, but when I watch your videos, I'm like, for me, dude. For me, like, I think it's just because it's my nature. Like, I like to uplift people no matter what the situation is. If you've had a cuck day,
I try that as well.
I'm not. But the thing is, you are a comedian though. So this is your job, and you do it flipping well. And I'm like, what? How do you get past that, or is it not even something you think about?
I think about it. I'm sympathetic and empathetic and compassionate.
Yeah.
I worry about people and how they'll perceive something.
So how do you balance that thing?
In fact, here we go. In one of those videos, I wore blindfold. The original gag was I had found an Instagram filter where the guy's eyes were closed, like closed off.
Yeah.
And the gag was, so what, if anybody hasn't watched this video, the social media guy of Love Island, I was basically saying that he's blind, right? And then the eminent producer goes, what are you talking about? That guy literally has no fucking eyes. And it's an ableist joke, like I said, but I've matured as a comedian, so I realize those moments to prevent the harm. I try to find a way around it, even though that for me felt like the most natural gag to do.
Yeah,
I knew it could offend people.
Yeah,
which is weird because now I'm thinking about, I said that thing about Mark Boucher, but back then I don't think I found it offensive. And Mark Boucher's a bit of an asshole, so whatever. So now I go, okay, cool. How do I how do I rework it?
Yeah.
And maybe it's different to like a song, because a song you can get to the beats of something, you know, it's easier to find a solution to. And then I saw a blindfold in my room. And I was like, oh, I just need a blindfold and I can do a gag. Oh, that guy has a blindfold on. Okay, it doesn't hit as hard, but nobody's hurt in it.
Yeah.
So I am conscious of people.
Yeah.
And hurting their feelings. I like a lot of people, especially when I started comedy, and I think the difference between like a musician and a comedian is that the way I started isn't as good as how I am currently. I'm always getting better and getting more confident and more smoother.
Geez, that is very different.
So you see me at the beginning, I'm shit.
Yeah.
You see me closer to the end, I'm way better.
Yeah.
And that's so like I don't want to offend people. If someone from Love Island got upset, right, legitimately upset, I'll be like, yo, I'll take the video down.
Okay.
That stuff, losing a gag doesn't offend. I don't get offended.
Okay.
I don't get offended. So I actually did a gag recently, and one of my friends DM'd me and saying, yo, Sim, I don't know how I feel about this. Actually makes me feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I said, don't say anymore. I'm going to delete this gag.
Yeah.
And they said, no, you don't have to do it. I just feel uncomfortable. Let's sit and explain it. I said, don't. Bro,
Yeah.
I'm not upset.
What was the gag, just out of interest? Was it?
You know the girl that was missing on Love Island?
Yes.
The girl that took forever to arrive?
Yeah.
Right? I took a missing poster.
Yeah.
And of course, she's a black female.
Yeah.
Right? And I put her on the poster. So I
Okay.
could understand. As soon as she said it, this
Yeah.
makes me feel uncomfortable because it could be
'Cause it's
real.
real,
And if
yeah.
you don't know, and even though there are gags peppered all over that poster,
Yeah.
it could trigger you still because the
Yeah.
colors are only synonymous with missing people. The missing people
Yeah.
alert poster.
Yeah.
So I deleted it immediately. And she said, my friend Lauren, she was like, yo, you don't have to delete it. Just help me understand. I said, bro, I am not precious over gags.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
I'm not precious. If this remotely offends you or anybody,
Yeah.
I'm not like other comedians go like, oh, I'll fucking fight to the end for this fucking joke.
Yeah.
I've got...
Who were you imitating there? What
No one.
That was crazy.
I was
dude.
like, I will not, my man, you can fucking keep the joke.
Yeah.
I don't
okay.
need that thing. I'll delete it. I move on. In a day, maybe I have 100 funny thoughts.
Yeah.
100. Tell me one can't be good to write down.
Yeah.
That's how I am. Bro, I know this has been a long podcast. I'm actually tired though. It's the longest I've ever done.
Dude,
I wish I made you play
guys
more
need to do
music.
3-hour podcasts. I'm telling you, dude.
You know, if I had time, if I was in Cape Town longer, I'll call you back. Make you do. I'll be like, yo, I've got 1 more hour and 20 minutes before I'm done with you, bro. Fucking finish this thing. I wish I made you drag your guitar all the way. I'm really sorry.
No, we played a couple of songs. It was fun.
But I know,
I'm
like,
happy.
we're staying in a crack house, so.
Dude, I haven't told you the history of this place, dude.
Oh, okay. So you guys listened to the last podcast with Grant Payne. Really cool guy. And at the beginning of it, I spoke about recording these podcasts in Cape Town at a crack house. The Airbnb is in a crack house. I'm in a very wholesome room in the crack house. But I've stayed in other rooms in this place. Crack house. Senator Park, 66 Kiram Street.
You named it.
Yeah, bro.
Okay.
Crack house.
So the reason why I know this place is because my girlfriend used to live here. And
this guy's just happy to have a girlfriend, by the way.
I love her. She's amazing. So this place actually used to be exactly what Simi's saying. Basically, a crack house. It was overrun with prostitutes, drug dealers.
Mm-hmm.
They found like body parts in freezers in the place here, and it was basically what is the word for it? I don't even know. What is another similar? There's a Netflix documentary about a hotel there where someone got murdered and there were weird things. This was basically the same, but it was like out of control.
Well, you know, when you actually told me this earlier on, right? I actually went to Google.
Yes.
It's very weird. I actually read an article, and it just brought back maybe the exact same article about how they were trying to remove people out of this building. And I read all these different municipality documents about trying to get people out. It was so tough. And yes, bodies were in fridges and freezers.
Yes.
And it was hard to remove people from here, and they eventually did.
And they gentrified it.
Yeah,
basically.
they gentrified it, bro. It used to be, I'll tell you, 280,000 Rand per unit over here. And now I actually just checked because I saw a lady selling one on Sunday, the one next door.
2 more.
No. or 1.4, which is
1.4.
relatively decent if you're in this part of town.
Yeah, 100%.
So it's incredibly small, but it is a crack house. So you are correct. I know we're at the end of the podcast, but I ask all my guests this before we leave.
Yeah.
One question.
One question.
That's all me for you. You sing really well, bro.
Oh, I sing horribly, dude. But anyways,
I was actually hoping that some point during this hour 20 odd, you'd be like, yo, your voice is so cool, bro.
bro, I said that.
You should sing.
I said that to you when I listened to you on Tickler's podcast.
Yeah, but sometimes you want to hear it again. So I'm not humble like you.
Okay, bro, you sing magically, dude.
I like compliments.
Okay, what? You sing magically.
Thank you, bro.
Like an angel.
Hey, I know that you covered some people, right? And who are they that you did cover songs of when you started?
Killers, Kings of Leon.
Okay, guys, and also basically to summarize the story quickly, Majozi played like in a goth band, and a couple of
whoa, a hardcore band.
Whatever.
Goth band. Is there even such a thing?
They both wear plaid. So
no, they don't. Goths just wear black.
So, and used to play music at the fucking Winston and like other sweaty places, and then he's like, no, dig Jesus a lot, and decided
even
to do
that
Jesus
hardcore
music.
band was Jesus band.
They have hardcore Jesus bands.
Bro, yeah, dude.
Choose a genre, please, gents, eh? Please, fuck. Do they have Christian rap?
Yes, of course, dude. Lecrae, Kanye.
Don't bring Kanye into this thing. Kanye has sworn too many times. That's the reason why he made that album. For God to listen and be like, okay, I have forgiven you. Because Kanye's Jesus music is top tier. It's top tier. You know, you listen to, even if you listen to Jesus Walks, you're just like, yo. Kanye got it, eh? Kanye got it.
Jesus, yo. Okay, yeah.
Kanye is one of my G's. But so basically, to summarize, Majozi decided to become a musician. Very good, sings songs. He has good times on stage. I didn't even get to the opportunity to ask you like your favorite gigs and worst gigs. I don't really care because I'll bring you back on this podcast one day. I just want you to ask me a question now.
Yeah.
Go for it. You can ask me anything.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, anything. Yeah, that's the end how I end most shows.
Okay.
You can ask me anything. Did I give you the homework for this thing?
You
No,
did.
I did.
You
okay,
did.
well, go.
Okay, I've got a question for you. No problem. How do you feel about Dave Chappelle getting back his show?
I actually spoke about it yesterday on another podcast. I think it's the best. It's the best. I mean, keep that question.
Yeah.
And think of another one while I answer it again. It's the greatest thing because as an artist, and I'm sure you know, when you sell your CDs, a certain amount of money goes to somebody else that isn't you.
Yeah.
And that is shit.
Yeah.
Should never be that way.
Yeah.
I sold the show to Mnet, MultiChoice, and I shot the show. I recorded the show. I edited the show. Right? Cost me like 6,000 Rand.
Yeah.
Shot it here in Cape Town.
Yeah.
Right? And sold it. And the person I sold it to took 30% and I got 70%.
Okay.
That doesn't make sense, but I needed the money. So when Chappelle explains it, because he does it on a few Instagram videos, he explains why the situation. And he says something very important. And I think it's more, you know, Chappelle moved to Durban when he left Chappelle Show here.
Yeah.
There's a very famous Time magazine photo shoot of him at Ushaka Marine World. It's weird. And his close friend owns a madrasa, Muslim school in Isipingo. His friend's name is Salim Doma. Lovely, I know all these facts, bro. So you go, cool. You should own your stuff. You should own it. And when he says it over there, it's like, yo, don't watch it. And if they don't give it back to me, I'll take it back. And then he gets it back, and then he puts it on Netflix. And Netflix pays Chappelle lots and lots and lots of money. And it's very cool. Very cool for Chappelle to sort it out between Comedy Central. I think Comedy Central knows his power that he has. And I think Netflix knows the value that he has.
Yeah.
You know, to them at least as a brand.
Yeah.
Because he fucks with Netflix.
Yeah.
And I think that's a cool thing. I think it's a great thing. And I want artists in this country, in South Africa, to be respected more and treated the same. And
yeah,
that's the reason why I don't like our current Minister of fucking Sports and Recreation and Natim Tetwa. Because grant money, dog. For a whole year, I didn't perform. You know, I saw musicians and other people, and they know how to do it. Like, I can't do an online show. It's not my type of comedy.
Yeah.
It's not the thing that I signed up for. But like, I look at a musician, and you could play. People could buy a ticket, and they'll support you for the sake of supporting you.
Yeah.
The product. Couldn't do that. I needed grant money.
Yeah.
I needed it. But the bureaucracy around trying to get that money is too much. Arts aren't taken seriously here.
Bro, yeah.
You know how expensive a theater is, bro?
Yeah.
Put it like this. If you go do, and this is not the theater involved because this theater is actually pretty dope, Artscape.
Yeah.
And you like, me as Majozi, I know I can bring, if I did something intimate, like a 400-seater,
yeah,
I could do a week. I could get 2,100 people in. No? Comedians is not that easy. We don't get the exposure on television shows, radio. Radio is a big thing.
Yeah.
You have to have one good song and people will come for you.
Yeah.
Can't have, with the small little minutes that they used to play on like 947 other radio stations, the comedy minute, that doesn't bring you fans. It brings you tweets at best. I can't afford a theater anymore.
Yeah.
I can't go to the Baxter and let them give me the Golden Arrow, which is the best room for comedy because it's close and intimate. I can't afford fucking 24,000 Rand for the week.
Yeah.
And then on top of the 24,000 Rand, you take a percentage of the ticket fees and the ticketing, because the ticketing office takes a percentage of the fees.
Yeah. And they take a big percentage.
Yeah, like 13%.
Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah.
It comes down at the end of the day, how do I eat?
Yeah.
So if I had 1,000 fans that would fill that room up for a week, after the third night I would break even.
Yeah.
And then I know that the other 4 nights will give me whatever my income is.
Yeah.
But our arts really appreciates it, where people just walk into a show and you can sell out unless you're not like a massive name. It's not. So yeah, that's my those are the problems that artists face.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So that's why you think it was such a good thing.
I thought it was great.
Did it. I think it's genius. Too.
Yeah, I mean, like, and also, but like I say, Chappelle is a pioneer also.
But he's also a unicorn, literally.
Yeah.
Can you think of another person?
Yeah, I can actually. One more.
They can do that. No, they can do what he did.
Oh, to do that in that specific example?
Yeah.
No, zero.
I
think the only person I think there are a few. I think Kevin Hart could do it. I think Kevin Hart could definitely do it.
Okay.
But if you look at Kevin Hart's model,
he owns his shows.
Owns everything.
He owns everything. Yeah.
So he's already done. So he's seen the problem from other people.
Yeah.
Be like, I'm going to own everything.
Okay. Second question. Sorry,
go for it.
because you don't even have to put this in the podcast. Is what do you think about? I listen to other podcasts where guys talk about this, like Dave Chappelle's. Sorry, I love Chappelle.
Oh, you love Chappelle, bro? I don't know you're a big Chappelle
dude.
fan.
Yeah. What do you think about?
He gave me a hug once, bro.
Did he?
Yeah, Montreal.
Dude, must have been glorious.
It was actually the best set I've ever seen a comedian perform in my life.
His set.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
It was for his comeback tour. It was great. Oh. It was beautiful. My manager slept, by the way, right next to me. Snored.
Travel does it to you. What do you think about his transition from comedian to, I don't know, what would you say he is now? Because it's almost like he's more than just a comedian now.
He used a very good word. I actually can't remember it. Used it in his Mark Twain speech.
Yes, he did. Bro, I love that. The funniest I've watched all the Mark Twain things. That was the funniest one by far.
I think he's always been.
Yeah. But now it's almost like, look at the last few things he's released. Like hasn't been packed with jokes or anything, bro, but it's been captivating. Like, besides from the stuff we use calling from Netflix.
First of all, that's the best type of comedy. That's the type of comedy that I do and a few others do. Other people focus on gags. I focus on stories.
Yeah.
And something to relate to it.
That's it, dude.
Don't get me wrong, Chappelle's a genius, but I don't think we'll see another one as close as to Chappelle. Just the way he thinks and stuff.
Yeah.
And of course, he has a team behind him. A really good team. You know, when you have a good team behind you and you only have to focus on the thing that you're good at, the things you create are beautiful.
Yeah. But I'm saying, like, so for like a lot of comedians feel like he's not as funny anymore. He's not telling.
They wouldn't really know comedy. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that. They wouldn't. You know, you watch that. What's the one on Netflix where he does a very small room? The bird.
The bird. Yeah. Where he's just smoking.
Yeah, but does a story about the pimp and the inverted commas bottom end bitch.
Yeah.
He does that whole story. If you're of any person of any decent intellect,
Yeah.
you know he's referring to his story.
Yeah.
Was he the bottom end bitch from Comedy Central, or was he the pimp? What is it? Because remember he does a story about the thing with the bottom end bitch. And I'm not saying the word bitch because I want to. I'm saying that it's a term. It's like you always have to keep them tricking. You have to keep him tricking one more time, just one more time.
I remember it. Yeah.
Right, and then they never stop because there's always one more time. And that is an analogy for a situation with the Comedy Central. If you're a clever person, you see that.
Yeah.
But a normal comedian just be like, fuck, man, it started great with those Louis C.K. jokes. But fuck, just when he's reading a book now.
Dude, I got one more thing I want
Go
to
for
ask.
it, bro. Go for it. I'm here for you.
How do you feel about the Aziz Ansari situation?
I feel two ways. One, I met Aziz Ansari.
Okay.
All I wanted was a photo.
Yeah.
And Aziz said, sorry, no photos. And I said, fuck that guy. I came all the way from fucking Joburg to Montreal. I'll tell you the story. I've got time.
Go for it, dude. Come on. I want to know.
I'd gone to the Just for Laughs festival. And it's like, imagine if there was a festival that you wanted to go to and Jesus was everywhere. Not in an omnipotent way, but he was performing in every theater.
So all your heroes were there.
All these different types of Jesus, like short Jesus and big Jesus, all of them in person.
What year was this?
2015.
2015.
And my agent, Osman, had managed to get me a pass. Him and me and Riyad Musa, we got this pass. We could go into gigs whenever we wanted to. People thought we were artists. But before we got this pass, we had to go buy tickets. So we had to buy like tickets for Chappelle, like $95 a pop. And that's the one that I could afford. And I could afford one more. And the rest I was just going to be like, I'll go watch like a fringe show for like $1 or something like that. But we go to the ticketing office and there's a girl that's working there. Her name is Sabrina. And Osman tries to smooth talk her to see if we can get free tickets. None of that. I'm standing outside looking at all these names. I was like, I want to see Chris D'Elia. This is before his stuff. I want to see the Mike Myers Symposium. I want to see all these. Kid in a candy store. And Osman comes out and he says, yo, bar, check here. What tickets you want? What do you want for? I was like, I want to see Sebastian Maniscalco. He goes back inside. He says, no, come speak to this girl. She says, yo, Sebastian Maniscalco is sold out. I don't know if you know Sebastian Maniscalco. Nah. He's on Netflix. The most consummate comedian you'll watch in your life.
Sebastian
Maniscalco, yeah.
Okay, I'll check him out.
And sold out. That's his breakout year. Can't get a ticket. So it was cool. So we're trying to get out the tickets and stuff. And later they have all these like these parties in the evenings after the gigs, like Netflix party and stuff like that. And you get to hang out with these people and rub shoulders with them. And she would come and there was a small South African contingent, Jason Goliath, Conrad Koch, myself, Osman, Riyad. And we'd hang out, Nicholas Goliath. Cool. And then she joined. And Osman comes up to me. He's like, yo, it.See, this girl likes you. You must talk to her while you're here. And I was fully in love then with the girl. I'm like, I don't want to speak to her. I've already got a girlfriend. And people were just like, boss, girlfriend is far away. And I was like, I'm a committed man.
Yes, that's
no,
be committed.
Look at him. Look at Majozi. Yeah, please be please. Baby, I am so committed. I would never hang out with Zimmy. So, I'm going to hotel rooms, man. The next day I go to the ticket office to see what tickets maybe I could get. And Sabrina comes out and she says, hey, I've got 2 tickets for Sebastian Maniscalco. Oh, great. So I'm trying to go. I'm about to WhatsApp Riyad going, me, you, Sebastian Maniscalco, Lego. She said, would you go with me on Saturday?
Ooh.
And I go, you know what? Okay, I will. Because I'm not going to kiss her or do anything.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch Sebastian Maniscalco.
Yeah.
Saturday arrives. And generally on the Saturday, I didn't know this because it was my first time, all these surprise shows pop up. One of them is Aziz Ansari.
Yeah.
And I love Aziz Ansari.
I love Aziz.
Aziz Aziz made me feel represented, and like this was before like Parks and Recs. I used to download YouTube videos of Aziz that he would post on, even though they're the same gags, and watch them over and over again. And I see the notification that he's performing at XYZ theater, whatever, and I put it in my GPS, and it's nearby. I didn't have Wi-Fi. I'm in a Wi-Fi zone. And I'm at the place where I'm meeting Sabrina in this atrium. And people are moving, like the Gautrain, like all over. And I can see her holding the tickets, right? And like even the light shining down on her. And I was like, fuck. I go up to her and I say, I know I really want to watch Sebastian Maniscalco so badly. She's like, yeah. Like, but Aziz Ansari's in town. And I'm going to see that guy. And she said, but what about these? And I was like, shh, don't speak. Never ever forget that I don't stay here. And you will forget about me very soon. And I ducked, bro. So back to Aziz. I don't know I don't know technically if the thing, I mean, forcing yourself on another person, I think is always wrong. I want people to know that.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know. Do we let him stop forever?
Well, yeah. I mean, his situation, I feel like, was super unfortunate. But then again, like, I mean, I can never comment on.
Yeah,
on
I
that
don't
type
want
of
to.
thing,
Yeah,
dude.
I mean, I'll tell you
Like,
straight, and I tell people often, like, especially like recently with like Fresh and stuff. I always say like, yo, I'll believe the victim.
Yeah,
I believe the victim. I'd rather
Yeah.
believe a liar, inverted
Yeah.
commas, than believe like a rapist or something like that. So, but like, there must be some form
of redemption.
There must be a mea culpa. That's what they call it in law.
Yeah.
There must be something, especially for the Aziz type of stuff. There must be some form of like, is there an apology? Chris D'Elia is back. I mean,
yeah, is he
that's
back though?
He's
Like,
back, bro. He's posting videos of his son like every single day. and
wow,
booking
he's going that way, bro.
Yeah,
with the son first,
exactly.
and be like, hey, look at me, I'm a
Yeah,
good person.
exactly.
But I feel like with the NZ story, like, if
Aziz came back. He did that whole special but the special wasn't good.
he did one special though,
Yeah, he did one
and
special.
he hasn't done anything since. So like,
Aziz
is
got
it
money, bro.
So I'm saying, for me as a person, what do we can we forgive him? Can we move on as people and be like, okay, cool? Is there, like, because I would love another season of what was his show on Netflix?
Oh, Master of None.
I would love another season of Master of None. But I'm like, what is happening in his life? Is he able to do the things he needs to do? Is it at that stage?
I don't know.
For him, for his one, it's like,
I don't know.
no one knows if he's where the line is. Has the line crossed where we can't?
I think he has crossed. I think he has crossed the line, but we also have to look at like the level of crossing the line.
I mean, so like I'm saying in terms of people's forgiveness, because people can do things and we can forgive it.
Put it like this. In fact, here's the answer.
Yeah,
Aziz should do it. All he's gonna get is backlash from the people that no longer respect him or support him.
Yeah,
but he'll always fill up a theater.
Yeah, true. I mean, Louis C.K. still.
That's what
filling
CK
up
does.
things.
I mean, you can choose as a human to support or not support. I mean, there's plenty of people that I do not support.
Yeah.
Like, these are some of them are my former friends.
Yeah.
Because they've been associated or they've committed something, even allegedly.
Yeah.
I'm not there. So, but there are people that do. People are on adverts. Like, you think a brand would stop supporting someone that is like has sexually assaulted someone, at least allegedly.
True.
I see the advert all the time.
Yeah.
So I'm saying that I can stop supporting. It's a subjective thing now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I feel like that's my answer. I'm so impressed with these 3 questions you asked. They're all comedy questions.
Dude, I love comedy. You don't understand how much I love
Why don't you
comedy.
try it, bro? You and I can do it together. You play the music.
I can't, dude. I'm too soft, bro. I can't. I'll
You know
cry.
how cool that is, bro. Firstly, they'll love you because you're a nice guy. They'll hate me.
Dude, I tell jokes when I play. Like, I tell, like, if I do like an intimate show, I'll tell like a lot of jokes in between. But my comedy, I would say, is
Tell me one.
Well, no, I don't tell. I do situational things.
Yeah, tell me. I'm ready, bro.
Well, I don't know. I'll give like an example. If someone like goes to walk to the toilet, I'll just be like, "Hey, where you going? Don't leave my show. Don't go to the toilet."
That's what I do. That's what I do, and they literally cry.
Yeah. Well, no, they laugh when I do it.
No, bro. People, my fan base.
Yeah.
put it like this: they don't interact with me because they're scared.
I'm scared of comedians. Bro, I went to a show. Why. I went to a show last year with Joey Razdeen. I've done like a thing.
Auntie. You know, the other day, I was there, Auntie.
So I've done a thing with him. I've like done an Edgar's thing with him. So I'm like, oh, he knows me, cool, whatever. It's at Goliath Comedy Club in Joburg. Go there, sit with my girlfriend.
It's closed, so don't go there.
Yeah, don't go there.
I get the story.
So we go there. Joey's there. I'm like, oh, excited, cool. This is gonna be funny. But now he's looking for O's in the crowd, and he looks at me, and I'm like, oh, flip, here we go. He's like, look at this Indian guy with this white girl. I'm like, fam, I'm not Indian, first of all, and I've done work with you. I was like,
what?
That's why people are scared of comedians, dude.
No, bro. When I started, I used to be very aggressive.
I've been to a show of Bob's in the early days.
Bro, do you know how I know God exists?
How?
Bob Perfect once showed me that a God does exist. It was a gig at the Winston. And he said, if there's a God, strike me down. If there's a God, strike me down. And then he stood in a chair.
Yeah.
And he said, hold on, let me get closer to God. Maybe you can hear me. God don't like arrogant people. He stood in a chair. And as he was about to say, if there's a God, strike me down, he hit his head on the frame of the stage.
Yeah.
Like at the top on the ceiling. He went back into the chair.
What did he say about that?
Nothing, bro. Even we did a Splashy Fan once, and he did it's Easter Sunday.
Yeah.
You know? He does this fucking joke about some Jesus and being nailed or something like that on the cross. Like it's a heavy gag.
And that's a Splashy Fan crowd, dude.
And they started booing him.
Yeah, dude, I can imagine.
Helen Herrenby, a journalist, wrote a story about that day.
Yeah.
About Jesus.
Yeah.
Christians came together and ruined this young comedian's life.
Oh, wow, dude.
Bro, it was.
Okay.
But yeah, so
let me end with something now.
Yeah.
So we said all these things about Bob and what he said about Christianity. Dude.
I love Bob.
Do you know the reason why I feel comfortable? Oh, you've probably heard this before. The reason why I feel comfortable with singing about God, or at least singing from a Christian perspective in my songs, is literally because of Bob.
Because he sings back. What? Hold on. You happy because... Explain.
So I did a gig at Cool Runnings. Do you remember Cool Runnings in Durban?
I do.
Yeah. So I think Art Matthews was doing hosting a few gigs there.
Did you know the words?
Did you know? Bro, have you ever met him?
Yeah, I've met Art.
He's hilarious, very flip. But anyways, so I did a gig there and I saw Bob in the crowd. Now this is like the heart of Durban is yours. This is like, bro, they'd been like slating some of my friends in there for their reviews and things like that.
True Bob style.
But funny, but slating. So like, and I knew Bob in their vibe. Like they weren't Christian. They were very anti-Christians or whatever, basically. So but that was my perception of, but I knew Bob and I liked him. So anyways, I kind of toned down the Christian words in my songs. I changed the words so like I wouldn't offend him. And anyways, he comes up to me afterwards. He's like, yo, that's it, dude, but did you change some of your words in the songs? And I was like, yeah, dude, I didn't want to offend you. And he was like, no, dude, you should never change who you are for who's in the room. You should be true to yourself.
Good Bob knowledge.
And I was like, damn. And when he said that, I was like, I felt free. I was like, no ways, dude. He's so right. And I've literally lived. I mean, it says the similar things in the Bible, and people always ask me like how I survive and how, with all the temptations and things like that. And to be honest, dude, like those things, first of all, I don't even notice them, but they also don't come because people know who I am and people kind of respect it. If you are upfront about who you are, like you being upfront about being Muslim and things, like I'm not going to come here, like, I don't know if you eat pork or something, but like, bro, I'm not going to come here and try and force you to eat pork because I know who you are. But if you try and hold it back, I'll be like, I have pork, man, because what kind of a Muslim are you? Are you really, you know what I mean? Like if you show people, if you're not afraid to be who you are, people will respect that no matter what it is. Do you know? Yeah.
I get you, bro. That's a wonderful
So that's
story.
a cool story from Bob. Bob basically helped me
Gave you a
start my
career. Gave you a
Basically,
career.
dude. Basically, I mean, I wouldn't have the same songs if it wasn't for him. So thanks, bro.
If you guys like Majozi, you can find him everywhere.
Everywhere.
Don't confuse
Majozi
him.
music.
Yeah.
Everything.
Everything. Don't confuse him with Show Majozi. Don't confuse him with Matthew Mo.
So I'm gonna go some
Find
my ride
on the ride of your side. What a mashup, bro. If I was you, I'd ask both of them, yo, I've got such a banging idea.
I've thought about it, dude.
So before you go, and this is the last thing I want to say, can you call me babe?
Yes, I'll call you babe.
Can I call you darling?
Yeah, I'll call you. You can call me darling.
If that's all right with you.
It's fine. It's fine by me. It's fine by me, man. It's fine by me.
I can't tell you how many times I've picked up a woman with that song, bro.
I'm glad, dude. I'm glad.
All right, cool. Bye. Bye.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye. Toodles.
Simi Arif joins us in studio.
He knows more than you can imagine.
Is President Barack Obama a Muslim?
Because you know it's going to be a zoo.
It was already a zoo.
Did anything happen while I was gone? Haven't you noticed the whole place is on fire?
Let me tell you why you're here.
But they can only speak in
Are
question.
there side effects? Or?
Just diarrhea.
My first guess is...
Simi.
Not who's there, this guy.
Lesser known somebodies.